People of Territory 1. Tonight we will try to turn the tide. With your help. Maybe, just maybe, we can succeed. Is this not enough? Why are you not in the streets with us tonight? What will it take for you to get up and be a part of this? The destination is in sight. March on team headquarters. Storm the building. Demand answers. Be what you were born to be. 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 The once and future free. People of Territory 1. Tonight we will try to turn the tide. With your help. Maybe, just maybe, we can succeed.
The enemy is all around us. A frightened world that looks at what we have achieved and dares not let it succeed. They have tried to starve us, but as a team, we have grown food enough for all. They have tried to hurt us, to cut off our medicines, but as a team, we have offered radical, compassionate solutions. And they have tried to scare us, to rob us of power and leave us in the dark. But as a team, we have lit a fire so bright that they will never quench it. We are at war with a brutal foreign enemy, against leaders who do not even treat their own people with the dignity and love that we have come to expect as standard. And if these leaders can sit idly by while their own people starve, well, whatever would they do to us should we lose? That is why it is vital that we pull together, that we encourage and educate our family, friends and neighbours so that they too embrace this new future. Because a team can only succeed when it pulls in the same direction. And while we certainly wouldn't call dissenting voices treasonous, we would raise an eyebrow at those who can't find it within themselves to show even a little team spirit. Advance. Together, we cannot lose this war. So join the winning team.
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, the CEO of Remington's Fist, and I've been paying attention. The blockade around your country has left people struggling to find just the basics. So where on earth are you supposed to go for the other essentials? The things that make life worth living.
Remington's Fist.
I positively loathe these sanctions, Jane. I can't remember the last time we boiled a duck à l'orange.
I concur absolutely, Brian. There's barely enough milk to undermine the tea.
George, from the club, he thought he had a chance as an avocado last Tuesday. He's dead now.
Oh, Brian, woe is me. How did we ever fall so low?
One is certain a preferable way exists.
And you'd be right. We've had our biggest and best brains working on this for months, and we've got you covered with the Remington's Fist Siege Survival Box. Inside every blockade-busting box, you'll find the things you really missed. A red wine where you can hardly taste the chemicals. Some rare meat we grew in our production laboratory. Chocolate so salty you'd believe it came from Svenland. The list of luxuries is endless, at least 7. And we've even added a random twist. 1 in every 100 boxes will contain
A golden flood!
Looks like they just got lucky. Remington's Fist Siege Survival Boxes. So good you'll believe they were made somewhere else.
When my husband became CEO of Pleasurecore, I wondered what the advantages would be for me. Well, now I'm aboard the SS Fun Ship for a holiday so good I'm being paid to sing about it. If you could be me now out on a pleasure cruise, seeing several sights and drinking copious booze, I'd like my friends from work to take a good look at the cheapest hangover, cause you can book. All I can say is, hey, look now, this is the life. Just like the brochures say, you can't cheat on your wife. It's a high-class ocean ride. You can't afford it and it's fun since someone died. If you could be me now out on a foreign shore, down
the ongoing military blockade, some destinations may differ from those pictured in this advertisement, as the cruise now mainly takes place around Sudbury.
Eau de Beauvoir. Eau de Beauvoir. The dangerous new fragrance from Eye of the Beholder, formulated with all natural hydrogen sulfide. Eau de Beauvoir. Because who cares?
Hi, it's Crazy Neil, and I've got a special going out of business, close the business deal. I was eating out the other day. I say eating out, I was down an alley in a dumpster, but that doesn't matter. I found forks. They've already been used once. I've licked them clean. You can get knives too. Buy a fork, get a knife. Get a knife, buy a fork. Forks, knives. We don't have spoons. It's Crazy Neil with another steal of a deal. We got sticks. We got sticks that do tricks. We got an evil child. This is my young niece, Felicia. Small, nimble, agile. She can get through a dog flap, cat flap, rabbit flap, rat trap, mouse trap. All you gotta do is feed her once a day. She'll eat anything. Scraps, food off your plate, food out the bin, dog food. This is a steal of a deal to have a family member stealing for you by Crazy Neil. We got sticks. Buy our sticks. Buy our motherfucking sticks. We've got empty toilet rolls. Some are crushed, some are squashed, some are ripped up, some aren't even cardboard. Some of them are just grit in a bag. We'll beat you with the fucking sticks if you come down with no money. I've got a broken bike. I've got a broken car. A broken ball. It's got no air in it. Oh God, I'm broken. Buy sticks. Recently, we had a deer wander into the parking lot and take one of our empty cartons away. We're even giving deals to animals. come on down. It's Crazy Neil with a begging appeal, because there's been no deal for Neil. And have a crazy time at Crazy Neil's going out of business deal of a deal. Stick, you hear?
I'm Brad.
And I'm Janet, the Vice President of International Sales.
Regional Director of
And we're here to talk to you about the Remington's Fist Future Leaders Program. Remington's Fist is now so successful, it buys another company on average every 12 seconds.
Like this traditional butcher shop, or this family-owned bakery. Remington's Fist is now more powerful and populated than some small countries. So there's never been a better time to join us.
The Future Leaders Program can help you reach your full potential.
And after just 8 years service, you're practically guaranteed a position at one of Remington's Fist's up-and-coming new sectors.
There's human effluent disengagement, stationary enumeration, the Treasury, or defense.
Or join our ever-growing litigation team.
Those injured children are going to cease and desist themselves.
The opportunities are really great. Like, I've actually been working here only 9 years, and I'm really close to being made head of the program.
We're doing so well, we can basically have our pick of applicants, so the standard is pretty high.
So, join the Remington's Fist Future Leaders today.
It really is one of the best graduate opportunities around. And I would know, I'm head of the program.
Introducing the new luxurious La Douleur range, only from Eye of the Beholder. Eye of the Beholder. Deep glossy shine for a top coat that can't be chipped and can't be matched. Yes, we're still going. No more touch-ups or pit stops. Just intense colour that lasts and lasts. Only La Douleur gives you high-impact colour with new shade lock technology that locks in colour for not 1, not 2, but 24 years. Nothing is eternal. The revolutionary formula that dries in moments. The clock is ticking. For colour that works long after you've stopped. Death comes for us all. The new La Douleur range, only from Eye of the Beholder. Because life is worthless, death is inevitable, and once you're gone, it will all be for naught.
Be a part of something that puts the exclusive into exclusive with this truly limited collection. The Joy of Privilege is the only weekly collectible that isn't afraid to discriminate. Simply send in your birth certificate, a lock of hair and a cassette tape of yourself speaking correctly, and you too could join the privileged few.
Well, things are going pretty well for us. Sales are through the roof. So we thought what better way to celebrate than to go back to where it all started. Unnecessary collections and companion magazines.
Join today and you could receive a private education, an unbearable sense of entitlement, and your own middle initials. And if you call now, you'll also get this overconfidence in your abilities and a bottle of red wine flavoured diazepam. The Joy of Privilege gives you everything you need for an unearned start in life. Use it to land a job, avoid prison, and get favourable health outcomes. Have your secretary's assistant call the housekeeper or have the maid send the boy. You really can't afford to wait, even though you really can afford to wait. The Joy of Privilege. Probably not for you. Pleasure Corps is no longer a corporation, but a large series of small legal entities which all live below the assets and wealth threshold.
The team should be your #1 priority. But families are important too, and putting food on their table is a responsibility that, for too long, has been much harder for some than others. Unlike Disrupt, the team believes that tasty, nutritious food is a basic human right. That's why the wonderful, locally sourced food we provide at our universal menu centers ensures every member of your team is getting the vital vitamins and minerals they deserve. Of course, not everybody wants that. Only last week, Disrupt terrorists burned farms across the territories. They destroyed food meant for your table. The radicals want you to starve, but we'll make sure you won't. Everyone gets the same generous entitlement at the menu centers because, like you, Advance believe all our needs are equal. From a healthy breakfast to a home-cooked dinner, the team is always at your table. Minimally packaged, lovingly prepared, and absolutely free. Isn't that how you've always wanted food to be? Universal menu centers, because teams don't thrive on empty stomachs.
My name is Katie Brightman. I'm an economist and commentator. You've probably seen me on the news talking about Advance and how progressive their policies are. Well, I was wrong. And I'm here tonight to say I'm sorry and to beg for your forgiveness. My parents are not rich. My mother was a nurse and my father worked in a factory. I was the first member of my family to go to university. But I always envied my friends who had so much more. Over the years, my jealousy grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do. I acted selfishly. I was glad to see the rich punished. I didn't see how backwards advance were. I didn't understand that rather than tearing down the wealth creators, we should have been helping everyone else to take a seat at their table. Under advance, the country is poorer. It is poorer in ambition. It is poorer in aspiration. We are infantilized by advance's naive policies. Policies born from absurd, redistributive fantasies. I have whored myself out to the media to defend the indefensible. I have betrayed my parents. I see that now. Mum, Dad, I'm sorry. Our only hope, the only hope, now lies with Disrupt.
The dreary days are over. The uneven past is far behind us. The territories are expanding, with countries queuing to add their voices to the warm symphony of the new future. It's an exciting time, but there's one thing missing, and that's where you come in. Advance are calling on talented, creative people from across the territories to submit their most stirring creations as entries in the United Territories Anthem Slam. We're looking for a new song for the new future, something that speaks from and to your hearts. An original composition of cooperation and cohesiveness, a song of solidarity for a steadfast society. No previous songwriting experience is required. All you need to do is record or notate your anthem and, if possible, arrange it for a modern 39-piece chamber orchestra or 44-voice choir. The entries will be judged by acclaimed composer Jonathan Williamson, responsible for the soundtracks to Bullet Man, The Automated, and, of course, Space Opera, Parts 1, 2, and 5. So why not put on your composing trousers, sharpen your music stick, and have a go? You can grab the friendly 31-page entry form at your nearest team offices. Advance, because a mighty movement requires a mighty melody.
Songs of the New Future. Stefano Arrivederci.
Now the children play in the snow all day. Peter Clement died on Leaders' Day. On Leaders' Day.
Lil D.
Mask. What are you hiding inside your heart?
To better men, so much better, so much better.
Gloria Warbletongue.
I'll unburden you and you'll unburden me. We can take the pressure off our family. So look me in the eyes and say our last goodbyes. I'll unburden me. I'll unburden you and you'll
shops across the territories. From Friday.
Although the fighting has long passed, the dark clouds of war still loom over our united lands. And we all know who forced our hand. The tyrants of the world would spread their oppression to our team. Their war has denied us the right to our children, even as they still refuse to feed their own. But they have underestimated us, for though they may have scarred our bodies, they will never damage our will or break our mutual bonds. Birth rates may be challenging, but happiness is everywhere. Satisfaction radiates from every metric. We are producing more and faster than ever before. We have more time to focus on our inner lives, for leisure, for art. We have less stress, and we are healthier than ever. Our new future is secure. We are strong together, as a community, a team, safe from the divisive despots beyond our borders for whom cohesiveness is an alien concept. Every day, across these territories, neighbours support neighbours, and friends reach out to friends, strengthening and protecting each other through cooperation, through unity, as one. Advance, always together.
Good evening, I'm Dahlia Flywell, and welcome to the Daily Forecast. Starting off here in Territory 1, make sure you wrap up warm because we've got lows of 5 or 6 degrees. But as we head towards Leaders' Day later in the week, there's a 100% chance of festivity, as we saw 42 births today, a daily record of 4% fertility. Dwarfed, however, by a massive 9% fertility rate here in Territory 2, who saw an unbelievable 191 births today. Though a nasty cold snap brings bitter winds overnight, so not all sunshine and rainbows. No rainbows in sight over Territories 3 and 4, as a Category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend their Leaders' Weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though, of course, nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air, cold air thing. Next, this front of warm smiles heads across Territory 5, who are still under a blanket of snow. Surely there'll be celebratory snowmen there tonight, as they also hit an impressive fertility peak of 23 new arrivals. And finally, an honourable mention to our team members of T7, with a stunning result showing 146 births and clear blue skies. Though be sure to grit your driveways, as we will hit freezing temperatures overnight. And that's all for your daily forecast tonight. As always, we'll be bringing you a more specific rundown of the numbers in your area later this evening as you join your regional news team in your territory. I'm Dahlia Flywell, wishing you and all our precious little team members a good night. Good night.
I'm so pleased to announce that the audiobook of the first volume of my autobiography, Advancements by Julia Salisbury, is now available for all. These stories from my formative years and the uneven past are lovingly narrated by national treasure Lawrence Blunderclatch.
I agonised every morning about what to wear for school. Not all school